Da, 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 da. Boom, 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 boom. I jumped ahead of stanza there. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. All right, let's go to our next slide here, Joe. This is good to be good stuff now. All right, here it is. This is right from our book. You know, can we give you a better title than this? 5 big money-saving tips. And here's the money-saving tips we're going to cover, and I'm going to cover them for you right now. What's number 1, Joe? Tuition discounts. You're going to love that. Negotiating an offer. We mentioned that briefly. Not all loans are created equal. We're going to show you how to analyze loans. Big-time stuff. Campus jobs. Not always the best return on investment. Debit and credit cards. A lot of the hidden costs there. Now, by the way, I will tell you this. When you get a financial aid,
3 things going to include grants or
scholarships, it's going to include loans, and it's going to include a campus job. Those are the 3 things that colleges give. We're going to talk about each one of them in these 5 tips. Let's go to our first tip there, Joe, tuition discounts. Okay, this is on page, if you're in the book, not the workbook. The workbook says a step-by-step thing. This is the book, the manuscript, and it's page 24 through 26. Okay, here's what we did. Most schools, most private schools, I shouldn't say most, I can't say all because somebody will know one that doesn't. Almost all private schools discount their tuition and they don't tell people about it. However, here's what you can do. There are two websites you can go to, and they're both in the book there. Yeah, they're in there and they're in their workbook as well. It's called Petersons.com, and the one I prefer is called collegeboard.com. Okay? And in there, you can get information on every single school in the United States. Okay? They have to publish it in there in order to be in the College Board program. Right? Now, here's the thing. You're going to find information in there, and it's going to tell you, it's going to say, here's our tuition, and then it's going to, right below that, or it'll be kind of jumbled up there a little bit, it's going to tell you, here's how much financial aid that the average student got. Here, and you'll be stunned. You'll be stunned. Let's cover this slide, Joe, so I can get into what does this first slide say? No, I want to cover the one, the first part of that thing there.
This is the one that says college price to compete. The next one, the next.
Oh, okay, okay. Here, colleges price. They set their prices, which is their tuition, to compete. You see, in the past 30 years, marketers have gone crazy in this country. And the proof of that is that the average person this year spent 110% of their earnings. Isn't that amazing? The average person spent 110% of their. Now, they didn't think to themselves, you know, I got this money. I got $1,000 here. I better go spend $1,100 now. You know, what happens is they watch TV, and on TV, stuff comes up you got to have. You know, and so you go out and buy it. And you buy it on credit and stuff. See, marketers, the most successful story ever developed was the training of the American consumer by marketers. Well, guess what? Colleges teach marketing. And they hire marketing consultants to sell you things. And the marketing consultants say, hey, you're a college, you got to price yourself high enough so that you look like you're a really good school. Because, you know, do you ever drive past a college and they have a sign on the front that says sale? You know, special today? You know, 3 years, worth of college for 2? They don't say that, but they do it. They do it. So what they do is they price themselves. They price themselves high for 2 reasons. Now, these are private schools we're talking about. State schools are more regulated. Private schools, they price themselves high for 2 reasons. One is because they want to look like they belong in a high price category, number one. And number 2, somebody's going to pay that. So if somebody's going to pay full tuition, then you might as well price high so that when that somebody does pay full tuition, they pay a lot. You know? So, and if they didn't price high, how could they give you a discount? If they price low, they would say, colleges are not like Saturn. You know, Saturn cars. Oh, we don't discount. We have fair market value. No, colleges discount. So it's really great. Is there anything else on the slide I need to mention, Joe?
No, because I think.
Okay, good.
This is what about Ithaca College.
Oh, Ithaca College. So we went to collegeboard.com and we pulled out an example from Ithaca College. And it's in there in your book between pages 24 and 26. And here's the amazing thing. Okay, the Ithaca College estimates that its estimated cost of attendance, and we call it in our forms that we do in the workbook the total estimated cost of attendance, TOCOA. Okay, an estimated cost of attendance is tuition, room, board, books, that kind of stuff. They estimate that it's $42,000 a year. Now, that's a lot of money, $42,000 a year. I just sold my boat in Miami when we moved up here. I'd like to buy another boat next year. I may tell my daughters, try to go through college from sophomore year on because I'm using your freshman year tuition to buy a new boat. For $42,000, I can get a new boat, you know. Tuition costs are $28,600, all right? Now look, we looked in there, the average student who got financial aid, they got a financial aid package, they got $15,000 in grants. The average student. 1 foot in a bucket of ice water, 1 foot in a roaring fire, okay? Now, it's such a great image, isn't it? So, you'll never think of averages again the same way. Now, here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. If tuition is $28,600 and the average student got $15,000, how much did the average student pay for tuition? $13,600. In other words, they discounted their tuition by 55%. Now, are they telling you that? Yes, they are, but they're not putting it in those words. But it's right there in collegeboard.com or Peterson's. It's all right there. Now, here's the thing. Suppose Ithaca College offered your son or daughter what did we say, $28,000? $26,000 in scholarships. Or they call them grants. Suppose they offered your son or daughter $26,000 in grants. What is that telling you? If the average student got offered 15, and your son or daughter got offered 26, what's that telling you? That they want your son and daughter there big time, right? Because what's Ithaca College in the business of doing? Selling seats in a classroom. That's what they have people on that campus whose job is to sell those seats. Now, if your son or daughter got $26,000 and you look on there and you say, hey, the average person got 15, guess what? This tells you they want you, Snooky. You know? So now you go back and ask for more. You say, well, let's see how bad they want us. Here's a secret very few people know. Colleges do not rescind offers if you ask for more. They may not give you more, but they don't say, oh, I'm sorry you asked. It's all over. Yeah. Now, suppose your son or daughter got offered $6,000. What does this say? They don't want them that much. You know? They want them, but not that much. But here's the thing. You don't go ask for more money right away. You go late in the year. Because maybe the person they offered $26,000 to went to Cornell right across the top of the valley there from Ithaca College. And now, what do they have in their hands? $26,000 and an empty seat. Okay? Which would they rather do? Refuse your son or daughter more money or not get any money for tuition? Tuition discounting is big. You can read about it in the book, folks. We have a whole big chapter on there. It's a great chapter. You'll love it.